How's it going, everyone? Today we're looking at the bakery building from Pantasy. If you're unfamiliar with them, Pantasy is one of the best brands out there. They only use top quality Gobricks, all their decals are pad printed, and they have some great designs, including some popular IPs. They sent me this set to share with y'all, so let's check it out. Inside the nicely designed box are two more black boxes with a schematic outline of the set. They contain lots of bricks, an unusual base plate, and printed instructions. I really like Pantasy's instructions, which are typically some of the best out there. As you'd expect from any modular building, you build it up floor by floor, starting with the bakery on the first floor, a workout gym on the second, a small apartment on the third floor, and the rooftop facade with a garden. I had a really enjoyable building experience with this set, and there are plenty of great details everywhere. The exterior of this building looks great on all four sides, with lots of nice architectural styling. There are also a lot of windows on each floor that let you view inside without having to take it all apart. I like that the windows have several different trims, which help mix up the set's appearance. To me, the building reminds me of a European-styled building, probably because of those pointed minarets on the roof. I think the colors of the set look great. The first floor kind of disappears with the dark brown, allowing your attention to be drawn up to the rest of the building with the medium nougat and tan accents. And the dark red roof facade works great to complement these colors. Pantasy actually released this set previously in a different color scheme, although I think the color palette is much more cohesive on this version, and I definitely prefer it over the prior one. I especially prefer the new bakery marquee in all white, rather than the bright, Toy Store-esque colors of the first one. One odd surprise with this set was the unusual base plate. It's essentially a large 32x32 plate, like the off-branded ones I use in my city. I like these because they're a lot stronger than a typical base plate. However, there are no anti-studs on the bottom of this one. I guess I don't normally attach anything underneath these big plates anyway, but I just thought I'd mention the difference. The first floor consists of the bakery and is built with dark brown walls and dark green windows. The right side is mostly windows, allowing views inside, with small flower beds below each window and a skinny sidewalk. The front has a larger sidewalk area, which is mostly taken up by this water fountain. There are double clear doors for the entrance, with some green detailing above and lamps on each side. Above these is a nice looking bakery sign in all white, which is actually attached to the second floor, along with a build for a donut or possibly a cream-filled pastry. The front right corner has a walk-up to-go window for fast coffee orders, with a little printed menu. Around the side is an awesome built sign for a coffee mug, which hinges open to give easy access to the coffee machine inside. This side has a sidewalk that leads past a big window and up to the kitchen entrance, which for some reason just has a couple of clear swing doors. There's also a little table and some lattices with flowers. Around back we have an AC unit that's dripping down on the ground, a drain pipe with water flowing out of it, a cat, some ivy on the wall, and a ladder for the fire escape. There's also a rear door with a sign showing that the gym is upstairs. Inside, the floor is tiled in two light blue colors, and in the middle is a bread stand with baguettes on one side and croissants on the other. On the right is a dining area with a couple of booths in front of the big window. On the left is a stand with various items for sale. There are lots of different little builds here, along with a printed panel on top. The stairs are in front of the rear door and lead up to the second floor. Next to that is the main cashier area. There are a couple of items in a display case and a register on the counter. On the back wall is a shelf and a couple of nicely printed menu boards angled down towards the customers. Through the doorway is the kitchen, which has a sink, stove, two ovens, a range hood, and a couple of cabinets on the other side. The second floor gym has big clear window panels on the sides to help see all the details inside, and the ones on the right side have curved corners to make them a little more interesting. The front has a lot more architectural detailing around these windows above the bakery sign at the bottom. This floor also has the balcony of the third floor built on top of it. Inside is a nicely stocked gym. Coming up the stairs, we see that the gym is actually open to the bakery down below with this balcony. I imagine it'd be hard to resist a post-workout reward after smelling those delicious baked goods the whole time you were working out. There are several great builds for the gym stations, and I really like how they all have a consistent yellow and black color scheme. There's a rack of dumbbells, a treadmill, a stationary bike, and a bench press with some plate weights on the floor. Come on people, re-rack your weights. The back has a translucent wall with a fitness sign on it. Behind that and under the stairs looks to be some kind of body scanning, BMI thing or something like that. In the corner is another gym sign, a water cooler, and a great looking boxing bag area. The hanging bag can move around a little, mainly side to side, and there's another big window on the back side to see in. Going up the stairs to the third floor, we have a small apartment, although there is a decent gap between the last stair and the third floor landing. Inside we have a lamp and a mini split unit on the wall, and a desk and a chair in front of the railing. And I'm not sure what that little gray build on the desk is. On the left side is a fashion poster, an armchair, a potted plant, a cabinet with a few jars inside, and a small bookcase with the business news on top. The right side has a bed, a painting above it, and nightstands on each side. One has a lamp and the other a flower vase. In the corner is the bathroom with a clear door, which probably leads to some awkward moments for guests going down the stairs. Inside is a sink, toilet, and some toilet paper. The door on the front wall leads to a private terrace tiled in tan and medium nougat. There are some flowers on the left, and a table on the right with a hungry Chihuahua dog eyeing that chicken leg. The windows on this floor are surrounded with some white trim, and I like that tan detailing on the corners of the building. The door didn't have a handle, so I used a spare stud from the set to make it easier to open. Around back we see the backside of that wall-mounted AC unit, and the drain pipe that goes down the entire length of the building. We also see the rear doors and balconies on the 3rd and 2nd floors that have a ladder going down for the fire escape. Up top is the roof section. I think dark red was a great color to use, and I like all the different styling choices. Originally I thought the back, smaller spire was a little weird, being separated from the main roof section, but I think it works pretty well, giving the sense that that part of the building was a later addition or something. On the backside there's a small rooftop garden, surrounded by some small white fences. There are a couple of small trees, lots of grass, and another dead tree perch under the roof for the 2 white seagulls. There is a clear access door here, but there's not a ladder directly to it inside on the 3rd floor. There's another feature in the corner, which I think is a bird's nest with a golden egg in it, but I'm not sure though. The ladder leads up to the ledge that has a couple of antennas concealed behind the roof facade. I really like how this bakery building looks and how each side is heavily detailed, and it would work great as a standalone set. However, there might be a little difficulty incorporating it into a city. You can see what I mean by placing other modular buildings on either side. On the left there's a small gap which is kind of too narrow for a minifigure to walk down, and the windows of the bakery set are now all blocked, staring right at the other building. On the right the spacing is fine, but you're going to see the whole side of whatever building you put next to it, so some sets might not work as well as others next to it. Although these issues aren't that big of a deal, and it still looks great straight ahead. You might just want to give it a little more space around it, like building in some alleys on either side, or maybe protruding the bakery forward in a row of buildings. Or you could have it as a single building separated from other modulars. The only real downside to the set is the lack of minifigs. The original version came with a few, so I'm not sure why this one doesn't. I hope Pantasy doesn't stop making minifigs, as I actually like them better than the LEGO ones because they had so much more range of motion. Anyway, if you like this set, it's only $130 on Amazon, and with my coupon code SWBakery, you can get 10% off. But as of making this video, it was already 12% off, and there was another $15 off coupon to click, which brought the price down to $88. For some reason, Pantasy doesn't like to say how many pieces are in their sets, but $88 is an amazing price for a modular building of this size and detail. Basically, if you like how it looks, you shouldn't be disappointed. Be sure to let me know what y'all think in the comments and hit subscribe to catch the next review. As always, I'll see you next time.